Hello there, world of tankers, I'm Blitz, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the T-22 medium. Wait a second, Turtles, why are you making a video on some random tier 10 collector vehicle that's not currently in the stores? So, before you guys stop me and question why I'm making a video on some random whack tier 10 medium vehicle, well, that's because this tank is actually supposed to be coming into the stores tomorrow. Now, Wargaming did not tell me this, but I've got a lot of inside information from a lot of people, and, well, yeah, I've been told by multiple sources that this tank will be hitting the stores tomorrow, because of course tomorrow is Friday, when a lot of new vehicles usually come into the store, or at least really rare ones. So yeah, the T-22 medium, keep your eyes out for it tomorrow. And I'm not 100% sure, but I can say I'm fairly positive that you will be seeing this vehicle hitting the stores tomorrow. Now, sadly, I don't know what the ways to obtain it is. I don't know if it's through crates or if it's through gold, but I'll be telling you the amount of money I'd say that's, at least worth it to spend your money on this tank at the end of the video, and as well if it's in crates, why not to buy crates? But starting off here, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this tank through the statistics, the armor profile, and as well some live gameplay to show you guys how to play this tank if you do end up picking it up in the future. But at least if the tank doesn't come out tomorrow, at least you guys will have a little bit of insight on the vehicle when it does hit the store. So, of course, if you guys like this type of content, especially because I had to do a lot of digging to find out when this vehicle would possibly be hitting the stores, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. It's really hard to get out content, especially before people even know it's going to happen. But hey, Droodles does the best for you guys he can. But enough about that. Let's get straight into some gameplay. Talk about the gun, everything like that. What makes this tank so strong and pretty overpowered, but as well, what makes it kind of balanced. Because as overpowered as this tank is, and I will always argue that this definitely is better than your average tier 10 medium by quite a bit, it isn't necessarily as strong as other people think. If you're watching this video and you hear me say that it's overpowered, that doesn't mean that because I say the armor is great on the vehicle, you can just brawl with every medium tank on the enemy team. While the armor is good on the vehicle, it's only good in certain spots. The side armor, yeah, that's very good. In fact, extremely troll. You get a lot of bounces on this vehicle that people just don't expect to bounce. But at the same time, the frontal armor on this tank is actually the weakest part. It's only 220 millimeters thick. So it's very easy to shoot this tank. Of course, you're not going to drive sideways at an enemy you're trying to take out. That just doesn't make sense. So it definitely does have some weak spots that it can be very quickly taken out. As well, the gun, while it is great, it's got amazing damage per minute. At the same time, the gun, yeah, it's got its fair share of knockback, should I say. It does have 3,500 DPM, but at the same time, it only has 900 shell velocity, which, if you don't know, is pretty bad. Now, that is also pretty bad. In fact, I'm going to run away. As much as I wowould love to save my STB there, I just can't. There's nothing I can do there to save that guy. Most of my team is over on this side of the flank, as you'll notice, and, well, yeah, I'm just gonna run away the quickest I possibly can here. There you go, getting a nice little ricochet in our tank there, and able to slip and sloop our way right through the reins of the trains there. So, let's see, we've got the IS-4 right in the front. Let's see if we can get a nice tap. There we go, right through the turret. So you'll notice that the gun isn't as accurate as your normal tank, especially your mediums, like the 62A. It's got amazing accuracy. Now, that Sheridan, I think, hit us on the move. No, that was the WT. There's no way the Sheridan could do that, but well, this tank does have decent accuracy. It's definitely not the best, which is one thing that definitely is not my favorite on this vehicle. It's actually something I don't really like about it, is that the accuracy really doesn't shine on it. It's good, but as I said, not necessarily going to write home about it. So here we go. We got the K91 here. I'm going to use my wonderful turret armor. This tank has great turret armor, but again, I said that hull, you can see getting a shot right through the hull armor. The hull on this tank isn't necessarily the best. In fact, it's very easy to penetrate. So it's good, but yeah, it's definitely got its drawbacks. Ooh, max roll on the WT. That's gotta hurt. I always love when I do get a max roll out there. Again, the track wheel on this tank, by the way, one thing I will always say in pretty much every video I post on this vehicle, never shoot the track wheel. It's actually impossible to penetrate the track wheel, even if you are aiming at some of the weaker spots in it. Now, I cannot hit that K91 whatsoever. Now we can, of course. But yeah, I really couldn't hit that guy before, and he's spamming heat at us here, which definitely hurts us quite a bit as well. So while that K91 is on a reload, I could go after him here, but I still want to be pretty careful. They've got a lot of deadly tanks left on their team. Let's see if I can maybe get a snap right into that T-22. Nope, you can see also just an extremely lucky bounce there from that shot, that Sheridan. As you can see, again, T-22 just getting saved by the last second. That is what this vehicle is really known at doing. So we've got the K91 right here, and I want to take this guy out. So there we go. One little fun fact is don't spam heat at a T-22. It's very good at bouncing a lot of heat shells. There we go. Another tap into the guy. I don't think he's going to be able to kill us, but he's going to bring us quite low. But there we go. Did finish him off, and we're still doing quite strong in this battle. It's not the most damage pulled out. This wasn't a 3,000 damage game, but I did the correct thing in this battle. I pushed correctly in positioning. I did everything that this vehicle is good at doing, and I did it quite well. So yeah, that's the T-22 in a nutshell for you. So over here, we can see that my Sheridan just missed the missile on the Object 704, and I would love to be able to shoot this Sheridan here and this object. I'm not actually sure why this object isn't just rushing the Sheridan flat out, because of course the Sheridan, well, it doesn't necessarily have the hit points to take a shot, but hey, even though we did have a dead driver there, still able to get one more shot in, dealing 2,778 damage in the first battle. So pretty solid game. Not necessarily that 3k, 4k, or even 5k I was hoping for, but we still did get a steel wall on how many shells we did bounce. If I was in any other medium tank, I probably would have died in that scenario. And that's just a great way to show you that the T-22 really is kind of broken in how strong it is. So let's just go into one more game here and see if we can maybe get that lucky 3k number out here. Now I will say I really don't get out ridiculously high damage games in the T-22. As I said, the gun isn't great. Like you'll see there, a lot of the shots I fire don't necessarily go where you want them to. Your heat penetration is quite poor, only 330 millimeters, which means that even while you do have good heat pen, I guess, it's just about average. So you really can't penetrate like an E100's turret reliably all the time. And I'm running even calibrated on this tank. So if you're running gun rammer, you literally cannot penetrate a Jagdpanzer superstructure. You can't penetrate an E100's turret at all. You can't penetrate a Jag Tiger. There's a lot of vehicles that you really can't pen from the front, so I would definitely suggest to run calibrated on the tank. It really does have a couple drawbacks, and that's why I don't like running it that much, because it's not a super exciting vehicle. While it is really fun on the armor profile, at the same time, just its accuracy kind of lets you down on some of the shots you fire. And yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the Russian accuracy type playstyle. I would much rather run a vehicle like the Object 140 that, you know, it's very accurate, it's kind of quick, it's really cool overall, and it doesn't kind of have that troll armor going for it. But enough about that. Here we go. Let's get straight into the, hopefully, another victory here for our battle. So what do we have against us? We have the Progetto, and that's actually it. So I'm going to push quite aggressive up here because, of course, if they don't have that many mediums and my whole team's going this way, well, I can do the spotting. Of course, I don't want to push super aggressive. That's one thing I will find myself doing, is playing this tank just way too aggressive. I'll end up killing myself. That's one thing, again, I cannot stress enough. Do not play this tank like your Hercules. You want to play it just like your 62A. You want to scout the position first. You want to make sure, like right now I'm spotted, and there's no way in hell I am pulling out to find out who spotted me. Yeah, that is a good example why. My Leopard just learned his lesson big time, losing, yeah, pretty much all of his HP in a singular shot. So we got the Progetto there. Nice little tap into the Progetto. And we've got the 183 pulling up as well. I would love to be able to tap a couple shots into this 183. Not sure if he wants to hold that position, but I will love to shoot that guy as many times as I can while he's there. As well, the Progetto, not sure if that guy wants to stay in that spot much longer, but here we go. We got the 183, who really looks like he wants to push on us. Just really seems like he wants to get that position out, but he just can't, which is kind of sad for him. But, yeah, my IS-8 over here is not going to be doing too fancy anytime soon. Yeah, a lot of vehicles over here that you really don't necessarily want to play with. Nice little tap into that stock M103. Not going to deal with the opponent over to the front, because there's no point to deal with that 183 when I've got literally my entire team dealing with him at the moment. So let's see what else we can do. We've got the Progetto's turret. Oh, that shot just not wanting to go in there. Again, the tank's accuracy is just not really the best. So we've got the Progetto right there. Another nice tap into that guy. We've got the Jag Tiger trying to pull up here. Not really worried about the Jag, to be honest. Like, yeah, he might be able to damage us, but not really too worried overall about him shooting me in the end. There you go. Tracked him once. I've got the IS-8 at my rear, so I'm actually going to try and bail out of this. Somehow, the 183 is still alive, which I find a miracle, actually. But, you know what? We're just going to be able to get one final killing shot into him, or not, or we are going to bounce him, which could actually kill me in the long run here. Come on, we can get it off. Yes, that was very important. And now we've got the Progetto off to the side here. I also want to finish this guy off very, very quickly. And while I am getting spammed by shells in the butt of my vehicle, I really need to clear this Progetto, which we just did. So the Yag Tiger, yeah, he's not going to be able to get us. And while this is going to be a defeat, you can see here that this is an example of where the tank isn't necessarily ridiculously overpowered. I actually have no clue how our team managed to lose this, judging that, like, the 183 was pretty much out in the open, and we had our entire team pushing on him. I just need to penetrate one more shot, though, and I'll break 3K, so, you know, it's not the end of the world for me, but yeah, can't necessarily say this was one of the strongest teams I've had. So let's see if this IS-7 wants to pull out over the ridge. Come on, dude, you know you want to do it. It doesn't look like he does. I take it back, so I'm going to pull out into a safe spot here. This is a safe place, but yeah. Yeah, they should have rushed. I don't know why they didn't. You never know what goes through the team's minds in Blitz. That's one thing that I never find out, is what goes through my teammates' minds. But just going to hold here quite passively, seeing what we can do. I just want to get one more shot out. That's literally my entire goal this game, is to penetrate one more shot. And, oh my god, killed the IS-8 accidentally. That is a miracle. Like, I have no clue how that happened, but hey, I'm never going to complain. That is one of the luckiest blind shots I have ever seen in Blitz. So now let's see if we can get a shot into this IS-7 here. There we go, getting a nice tracking shell into him. Oh, come on, we can get another tracking shot in. That's my whole goal. Yes, another tracking shot. There's no way he has another repair kit. Yes, that is really, really important here. That is super, super important. Okay, so now I am perma-tracking an IS-7 here. This is the DPM of a T-22 medium at its finest. You can see that when you're able to permanently track a tier 10 heavy tank, it's pretty ridiculous. And hopefully here we're going to be able to do it again. Yes, again able to track him. Okay, here we go. This is the true power of the T-22 medium at its finest. We've tracked him once again, and oh my god, we're going to get a finishing shot into this guy. Killed a full health IS-7. We died, but you know what? Literally killing a full health IS-7, perma-tracking him twice. That was crazy. That is the T-22 medium with raw DPM. Oh my god, I did not think I was going to get out that damage. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. And talking about the T-22, how much money would I suggest to spend on it? So I've been told, I'm not even going to say that this is correct, because a lot of people have mixed opinions, but I've been told it could possibly be coming for a gold value. So if it was $100, that's the cheapest I'd say they sell it for. There's no way they're selling it for more. So if it came for $100, I actually wouldn't say it's not a terrible deal. A lot of people are going to buy it, but at the same time, if you already have a vehicle like the AIM-X30B, and the only reason you wanted to get the 22 is to earn credits, first of all, you'll notice in these games that I don't really earn the most credits. That game that we won, I lost 11,000. This game that we played here, I gained 16. It's kind of like your average tier 10. It doesn't really do great on the credits, and that's kind of the thing about the T-22 medium. It's just a fun tank overall to play. It's not necessarily as overpowered as people think, but it still is able to carry a game, or as you saw there, literally obliterate an entire IS-7 by perma-tracking it. Woof, that was a pretty fun game. But yeah, and if it come in the crates, well, crates are a little bit of your own opinion. I don't really try to influence people's opinions on crates, because I say, you know what? It's not my opinion whether you guys gamble on crates, it's your own opinion. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this type of content. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. But other than that, I hope you're all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.